Hello. So today I got in a shipment from Amazon of various things related to colored pencils. And one of the key parts, of course, is colored pencil paper from Strathmore. Now you may say to yourself, well, I've got a pile of printer paper or cardstock paper or something. Why do I really need to get colored pencil paper? So we'll start with regular printer paper. Regular printer paper is super smooth. The surface of it is meant to be incredibly smooth so that when it prints down little letters and numbers that they come out very crisp and clean. There's no wiggles or texture or anything in the paper to interfere with those letters being clear, which is great for printing sheets of numbers. But when you're doing colored pencil, you want a bit of texture to the paper, because when you've got your colored pencils and you are making marks on there, the color from the pencil is actually getting caught up in the little grooves and ridges that are there. And that's how the color sits. And then when you do layering of different color and then a different color, you want all of those different colors to be caught up in the grooves so that you can then blend them and make a pretty end result. If it was just super flat, there would be nothing for the color from the pencil to be able to sit in, to be able to then blend, and you run into having a result that looks very monochromatic and doesn't have a lot of blending or multiple colors involved in it. So you want to get a paper with some sort of texture. Colored pencil paper is in essence just cardstock. Well, I mean, this one in particular is just cardstock that has the ridges pressed into it in a certain way. It'll generally be a little less ridgy than like watercolor paper. It'll probably be close to the same ridginess as multimedia paper does. And you can experiment for yourself what styles you like. Some people like it super ridgy, some people like it relatively smooth, but you're always going to want some sort of a level of even gentle ridges to be able to hold the color and the pigment in here so that you can do the kinds of blending material. And acid free is important so it doesn't yellow or fade or have other issues over time. So that's just the standard for all sorts of art paper. And this happens to be white. You can get it in all sorts of, you could get beige paper or brown paper or sepia tone paper or even black paper. So there's a bunch of different options. But if you're getting started, I would start with a colored pencil paper and then do tests with it, and do tests with printer paper too, and see for yourself what the difference is with the different way the blending works or doesn't work on there. And that'll help you figure out what works best for the kind of art style you want to create. So I enjoy Strathmore in general, and I do have Strathmore colored pencil paper for my colored pencil projects. I have watercolor paper, and it's not just a way to spend lots of money, although it does cost a little extra money. It really does make a difference to have a colored pencil paper when you're doing colored pencil stuff versus watercolor paper when you've got swaths of water that you're putting all over something. You need something that can absorb the water a little better. So let me know if you have any questions about the colored pencil paper.